Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are at the Kampala Serena Hotel, which has been home for me for so many things. I got engaged here, got married here, had my baby shower here, pretty much everything. But times have changed, of course, thanks to COVID. Less foot traffic, the bar is closed, there's a curfew, which means guests are less in the hotel, but they soldier on, and we're back here as our home for the vlogs. I want to be honest about where my life is currently. So I'm going through a few changes in my life. About 2 months ago, my husband and I sat down and said, okay, we had planned, right? We had a 3-year plan for the family, a 5-year plan, and so on and so forth. But that was hinged on how we earn. That was hinged on, or you go to work, you make this salary, you have these businesses, they make X amount of money, and also you have these jobs, they bring X amount of money. This is what we're able to achieve as a family. The pandemic hit, and then we had a baby in the middle of a pandemic, and we didn't realize how bad things were because we were more taken up by the fact that we were at home, it was maternity leave, and you just don't get the gist of how bad things are. Then I went back to work last month, and I remember about a week into work, I was exhausted. And I was exhausted because there was too much to do. Then get home and you have to be present for your child, you have to be present for your partner, and just life. And I asked myself, what changed? Okay, I get it, I'm a mom now, that changed, but really, what changed? Why all of a sudden am I not able to do everything that I used to do at the same pace that I used to do them? And also the opportunities the same way are not available. It's almost like the opportunities are too many, but I have to think different and I have to be different. So a week into coming back to work, I sit with my husband and tell him, you know what, Han, I need to quit one of my jobs. And you know how you're going to have a conversation with somebody and you think, oh, they're going to maybe be too shocked and say, why, ask you. So I had planned my reasons, I had planned my pep talk. And he looks at me and he's like, it's been a long time coming. I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah. He's like, I don't know, you are such a forward thinker, but I don't know why you've never figured to do life and your career differently. Because how long are you going to do this? 30 years, and everybody will say she always did the same thing the same way. And I thought, that's really nice. That's really nice that, you know, my partner understood my need for change. So I'm currently changing a few things. Even actually my career is the biggest thing I'm changing. But what I'm really truly changing is the way I work, my working hours, my working terms. Because now we're in a space where if you used to work 8 to 5, maybe it has been reduced to now 8 to 3, or maybe 10 to 3. Or maybe you're working 1 month in, 1 month out. Or maybe you've now realized, you know what, maybe my business is what I should focus on. And I know one of my colleagues at work at NTV, hi Raymond, he said most of his friends who have been let go of from jobs, who've been fired, realized they're never going to take a job that needs them the whole day. They said no, based on how things have been working with our little part-time work now, I'm never taking an 8 to 5 again. And I sat back and I said, that's nice. What do these people eat? The ones who can manage their working hours and still manage their family. That, you know, that work-life balance, I want it. And so I sat down and realized, one, I have to work smart, not hard. So this whole thing of me having meetings from 8 a.m., then working, then meetings at night, then getting back exhausted, then working throughout the night and sleeping only 4 hours, not the same Flavia. I don't want that Flavia anymore. So I've changed a few things. One, not necessarily going back to school, but I've taken a business coaching course. I don't have a business per se, but I figured I am the business, me as a brand. So what I've decided is that this coaching business course will take me for 3 months. They're going to just organize me, you know, structure me. Just what are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Can we focus on these 2 while building the other 3 differently? If yes, let's do it. Here's a framework. Can you structure that your brand can work for you so you can get more time at home with your son? Yes, let's do that. How can we change? Maybe you've been doing TV and radio. Can we structure your terms differently to make it work for you? Yes, do that. So the course is just amazing because I figured I don't want to go back to school, take 2 years just sitting in a class. Nah. But I want to get knowledge. I want to thrive on what I know. So That is the one thing I've changed. The second thing I've changed is just how I live. I noticed during lockdown and maternity leave, I didn't like my home. First of all, you look at the wall and you're like, why is that wall pink? Why is it not gray? I like gray. But why didn't you ever paint it gray? You know, I don't have time. So I've looked into my home, decluttered, changed the paintings, changed the bedroom, just changed my home to be a haven, a place that when I come back, whether I'm tired or not, I look forward to coming home to. I'm just excited that even if because let me tell you now, the bars are closed, the clubs are closed, restaurants are open until a certain time. So for us who used to like the nightlife, it's not there. You have to be home. So why not make it a place you love? So that's the second thing I've changed. The other thing I changed is, you know how I always tell you about money, we must grow our money, we must make our money. Like I told you in the beginning about how career has changed, how I make money has definitely changed. I need to be more patient because there are no gigs. I was an MC, still am an MC, but there are no events. They're there, but not as many as we used to have. So I can't count that as an income, to be honest. So now I have to think, okay, can I do webinars? Can I do Zoom classes for people? I'm changing my mindset about how I make money. But now I've also realized the big baller life, I can't live that anymore. So I've also learned how to grow my money and invest it. But the other thing that I changed, which probably is if you don't take anything out of the vlog, take this. I've learned how to thrive. Okay, I've not yet learned 100%, but I feel like I'm 30% learning. I was going for 3 meetings. I had 1 p.m., 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. First of all, I'm crazy to even think that was achievable. So on my way to one of the meetings, I actually almost got into 2 accidents. And I remember parking the car and telling myself, is it worth it? This money that you're going to, is it worth it? No, because if you're dead today, you get nothing. And so I told myself, I need to rest more. In fact, I went home. I have this place where I write all my dreams and visions for each month and each year. And I wrote, rest more. Just cancelled everything and just wrote, rest more. If I rest more, if I'm relaxed, if I'm happy, if I'm content within myself and I'm enough, I bring a lot more to the table. So if I'm looking at a life where I'm going to work smarter and not harder, isn't it high time I appreciated Flavia? Isn't it high time I put more into Flavia? And so my theme has completely changed. All I'm doing now is thriving. So even when I sit to eat, you take it for granted, but I used to sit and go, pa, 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 plate down, let's go work. Now I sit, I savor the meal, I am more happy. When I get to bed, I don't want to see one more Instagram photo, or I don't want to see one more tweet. No, I get into bed and I say, okay, just brain dump, relax and sleep. They sound like little small petty things, but let me tell you, when they're fixed, you thrive. Can we just get a pen and paper and write that word? Thrive. Don't just live, thrive. Okay? I have a few things to still share with you. In fact, I want to share with you the 5 people who have shaped how I have changed my life in the last 4 months after.